and he is an exceptional character. He has been performing magic for over 50 years. And unfortunately, that means he's kind of old and kind of cranky, and we really hope he doesn't drop dead on the stage. But if it happens, what a way to go. Now, he has been, he is clever, he is brilliant, and we know that because he tells us that himself. And he's also extremely British. And so by the time this is done, you're going to know why the sun never sets on the British Empire. Please welcome the one and only Mark Lewis.
Are you all enjoying yourselves? Yes. Well, we're soon going to stop to that. You know, the most famous magician of all time was a man named Harry Houdini, and this was his favorite trick. It uses 1, it uses 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 silk scarves, 3 of which go on my right. I could put them on my left, but that wouldn't be right, would it? That leaves me with 3 handkerchiefs. Let's see. These 2 I shall tie in a knot. After all, I don't want to lose them. So once and a second time, nice and tight. Tight, tight, ever so tight. Now, one good knot deserves another. So I'll repeat the procedure over here. After all, I don't want this one to feel lonely or neglected. So, once and once again, nice and tight. Tight, tight, ever so tight. So, ladies and gentlemen, I now have 3 handkerchiefs tied together with 2 knots. And I'm going to ask these ladies a question. Tell me, shall I put the 3 handkerchiefs with 2 knots on this chair or the end? Do you want here or here? It's up to you. Up here? Are you sure? Are you sure you're sure? In other words, you're sure. Well, that can easily be arranged. So there we are. Ladies and gentlemen, I now have 3 handkerchiefs tied together with 2 knots. Over here, and no knots over here. Sorry, I got confused. I meant 2 knots over here, and no knots over here, and 2 knots over here. Actually, I was right the first time, because the knots have already traveled. Zoom! And there we are, 3 handkerchiefs with 1 knot, 2 knots. Isn't that amazing? Thank you very much. I'll take all the sympathy. Now, but don't worry, I know what you're thinking. I will show you the other side. But first of all, I have to put on some wolfie dust. Special magic dust that magicians use, good magicians use. Sprinkle it on like that. And now you see there's no knots at all. Because here's number 1, here's number 2, and here's number 3. But I have to ask these ladies another question. Tell me, where are the handkerchiefs now without the knots? Without the knots. Where? There? No, always where I want. Look, number 1, number 2, and number 3. All right, for the sake of variety, I'll tie all 3 scarves together with just 1 knot. Not a lot of knots, just 1 knot, believe it or not. And you've got to watch very carefully. Remember, the closer you watch, the less you see. Nice and tight. Tight, tight, ever so tight. So, ladies and gentlemen, 3 handkerchiefs with just 1 knot, which I'm going to put down on the chair just here. Okay? Just there. No, I know what you're thinking. Nothing happened. I wouldn't cheat you for the world. I'd do it for less than that. Well, let me put them down for a second time, then you'll know it's fair. Okay? What I should do is just move this table out of the way so more people can see. There we are, I'll put it down there. So, there we are, that's fair, isn't it? No, you still don't trust me. Look, I've got an honest face. Well, you must admit I have a face. I'll put them down with one hand only. Then you know it's fair. Just one hand. Okay? You happy? No, look, I could do, look, nothing happens. You don't want to trust people. I could do this all night. As a matter of fact, I did a show yesterday and I did it 48 times. I hope you got the patience. But it's too late. The knots have already travelled. Here's them. And there we are. 3 handkerchiefs with just one knot. Isn't that amazing? Thank you very much. That's a problem. Far too much. We're going to shake up the wood. Far too much wood dust. Oh, now you remember the knot that was here? Well, the knot that was here is now not here, believe it or not. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. Of course, what happens on one side always happens on the other side, because these start to get jealous. They separate to, here's number 4, here's number 5, here's number 6. Now at this point, I normally have a roll on the drums, but we can't afford it tonight. So can you give me a roll on the drums, please? There we are, all joined together with just one knot, and that was the way. I just thought of something completely impromptu. I haven't done this for about 50 years, literally. I read this in a comic years ago. It's supposed to make a joke. Woo!